Okay guys, I'm here at the house of Bleau Aquino, acclaimed toy producer. So we're here to see his stuff, see the process, and where his fandom comes from, and you know, the things that he likes to do. Okay. Okay.
Hi.
Bleau.
Hello, hello.
Oh, yun.
How are you?
Yup. Yan. And then
Welcome.
caption. Yup. Then hold down
Welcome to
and
my humble
abode.
abode. We're in
Full
it's
of-
Christmas season, so we've got my Darth Vader Christmas tree set up.
ayun.
This is from last year.
O sige, so give us a tour naman around your place.
Alright, maybe we could start off with some of the dioramas that
Oo.
I've made before.
Oo.
I used to start off with joint contests in ToyCon.
Okay.
And one of the dioramas that I made was this one. This was a scene from Spider-Man 3. So they're falling down the building. So the
Oh,
camera's
wow.
a little bit on an angle.
Oo.
So I had in mind trying to shoot this with a nice photo. And then, but eventually the diorama turned out nice, so I displayed it also at ToyCon.
Galing.
I also made a couple of custom figures like this one. This was nobody ever made the Jim Carrey Riddler. From the
Oh
Batman.
yeah, from the
So,
this particular series na ano.
So this is a custom-made Riddler. We made the suit. The head sculpt came from another Riddler Jim Carrey figure, but we modified it. We placed rooted hair on this one.
Is this the George Clooney one?
No.
Val Kilmer.
No. This is still Michael Keaton. This is from the Batman, the first Batman movie,
yeah, okay.
1989.
Gotcha.
And this one's a custom-made Mr. Freeze outfit. We actually had the fabric for that specially printed because it's got like the specific polar bear designs on it. I don't know if you notice it.
Galing.
Yeah, so we worked on that. We worked on a previous head sculpt of Arnold Schwarzenegger, kind of modified it and made it look like Mr. Freeze. Okay, and another Iron Man diorama gantry. Someone helped me build this before. It's Toyman. But I've since made something much bigger, which is actually this one, which has this Hall of Armors. Now this Hall of Armors, actually Hot Toys came out with this one, but this was pre Hot Toys Hall of Armors. So I had to make one because I made a hall. I made that even before Hot Toys. So I never actually really bought the Hot Toys version anymore.
Galing.
And as the Iron Man collection grew, it started, becoming cluttered. I used to think that it was so...
Her pepper pots
big.
pa,
There's
galing.
pepper pots and there's the gantry.
Okay.
And I couldn't display all the Iron Mans there. Well, it doesn't look good anymore. And this is another diorama which I made, the Bat Bunker.
Yeah.
From the Dark Knight Returns movie.
Christian Bale.
So this is where Christian Bale is, and there's Alfred. We actually custom made that Alfred even before Hot Toys had his own version.
Okay.
Alright, and this one holds particularly a special place in my heart because this is a Hot Toys DX11 Joker, I think.
Okay.
But the head sculpt is custom made by Jacob Rainier in the US, which has rooted hair because the Hot Toys version has sculpted hair.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Galing in details.
Yeah. That's why I find this really special because
of the
because of
head
the
sculpture.
hair.
Galing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are 3 sections. This is my main gallery where almost all my 1/6 scale stuff are. But since it doesn't fit anymore, I have to make this other side wherein I had my Avengers 1, 2, and Civil War collection. And just below that are the Chibokins.
Wow.
Yeah, because I grew up loving... My first love was really the super robots of the 70s.
Naman. Oh.
So I kind of completed everything from Monday. It was Mikanda that I was watching. Tuesday, I watched Daimos.
I remember the theme song of Mikanda Robot.
Yeah, Mikanda Robot. It's actually a little bit one of the not so popular ones, but the most popular, of course, is
Voltes 5, but of course.
And then in the 80s, of course,
you even have Combattler also.
Yes, Combattler.
Nice, oo nga.
And
Voltron, of course. Nice.
This is like part of the robot collection. But one of my most prized Voltes 5 figures is actually that one, the vintage one.
This is the first release.
Yeah, this is actually second year
Okay.
release. The first
Okay.
release is the one with the yellow elbow.
Okay.
That's what collectors would
Look for
usually
talaga.
try to look for if they could get one in very good condition. But
Okay.
I got this around 8 years ago, and it's still in really good shape. Everything's complete.
No kidding.
All the
Ganda.
accessories are complete. And this is like the Lolo of the Power Rangers. Before there were Power Rangers. They're the
The
first
Super
Sentais.
Sentai, yes.
Yeah, the S actually stands for Sentais, but they were called here in the Philippines Star Rangers.
Star
in the
Rangers,
late
okay.
70s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Galing.
And well, I've got
Others
got a
head
collection
sculptures.
of masks. I've got
Venom.
Optimus Prime, yeah, Venom.
Venom.
Yeah, I
Batman.
also like collecting masks, so I've got several ones. I've got the Star-Lord one, and the Black Panther from Killer Body.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
And the Flash.
A couple of statues here.
Galing. Galing.
And yeah, Captain America. Also got a little section here for
Game of
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones. Yeah.
Galing.
The
So
three
nice.
main characters that I do love.
The
And it's a
Wolverine.
little bit of extra. I don't know if you know Julio Valiente.
Oh my. Okay. Wow.
Julio Valiente. Okay, so suddenly it's. I have this because
Pinoy bigla.
yeah, last Christmas the family Christmas theme was Filipino stuff, so
Okay.
I decided to come out as Julio Valiente.
Valiente. Ang kulit.
And I put him in Manny Pacquiao's mask.
Ang kulit.
Because I didn't have a Lito Lapid mask. And,
Ang kulit.
of course, there's Darth
class
Vader.
Star Wars, of course.
Yeah.
You can't miss that out.
Or-
Ang galing.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Cyclops
Yeah.
visors.
The visors. That's one from the movie
Oh.
and the one from the
Comics. Oh. Galing. Ayun. Okay guys, so I'm with Bleau Aquino, yes. Toy producer and who has a huge collection of 1/6 scale, no?
Yeah,
Also-
well, both of them is 160,
Oh.
but I do have like kind of like movie props.
Oh,
and
movie
also
props and
movie
also. Okay, so how did you, what was your fandom? How did you start this?
Actually, I think I got this Peter Pan syndrome that they call it. The boy who never grew up. Really?
Aren't all of us, diba?
Yeah.
Aren't most
But I guess as you grow older, your taste for toys for collectibles
Oh.
become a little bit more expensive, right?
No, I wouldn't call it, I call it refined.
Yeah, a little bit more
refined.
Yeah, that's a good term.
Oh, yeah.
But well, ever since I was a kid, I was so fascinated with cartoons, with superhero stuff, with comic world, and you know, I really love the characters and the storylines of these pop culture icons. And I was so blessed that I had like Ninoms and Ninangs, and I was a kid who gave me lots of toys.
Yeah.
as gifts. And as a kid, I wasn't really very stingy in terms of sharing my toys. I had lots of playmates. I grew up in a place that's not really well off. So a lot of my playmates really couldn't afford the toys. And
Gotcha.
my childhood actually became fun because I got lots of friends who weren't well enough to have the toys. But kind of shared the same passion.
And went over, then played with you.
Mhm. But somehow, as you grew older, your interests kind of changed a bit. So that toy collecting part got placed on hold until I started actually working again. And then, I had this toy that I never really had when I was a kid, which was the Voltus toy. I think everyone who grew in that generation in the 70s would want to have that Voltus 5. Yeah, my parents could not afford it for me. And when I was in high school, I could have had a chance to get one, but I wasn't able to save up enough money for it because the price actually also went up by that time. Right? So it was probably around 13 years after Voltus 5 came out. So so I never really had a chance until I was really old enough to work and save up.
Okay.
And as I showed you a while ago, I was able to procure one which is really in good condition.
Wow.
And that kind of started it all for me.
Okay.
In terms of toy collecting. But getting into 1/6 scale is a totally different thing. This happened around 2008 or
That's
2007.
I got curious kasi I saw a uniform in a sense eh.
In the scale.
In the scale eh. Is there a personal choice mo?
Yes, it's a personal preference in terms of I like the scale because it's not as big as statues that eat up so much space.
Exactly.
So I could collect as many characters as I want without having to eat up too much space.
Okay.
Secondly, because of the scale, more details get packed into each figure because, as you said, the face becomes more sophisticated. So what I'm looking for now in terms of collectibles is actually the detail, how realistic it looks, how close it looks to the character. If it's a cartoon-based character, of course, my goal is actually to make it look like, what if the cartoon is a real person?
Okay, gotcha.
How would it look like?
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, so that's more of the basic theme that goes along the figures here.
Nice. So, okay, before this entire collection started, what was the first one you got?
The first one I got was actually, I think, like this, in 1/6 scale, I think it was the Heath Ledger Joker.
Heath Ledger
by Hot Toys, yes.
Okay.
Because in I think 2008 or 2009, Hot Toys started becoming a very popular brand among collectors.
So you didn't have all this yet.
I didn't. I had
Heath Ledger Joker.
Yes, the first one was the Heath Ledger Joker, followed by the Batman, the Christian Bale Batman.
Okay. So from there, the collection started growing already.
It actually started growing, but not only am I collecting those that are sold in retail, but I have actually found a business, made up a business out of this too.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I realized due to the prices of these collectibles,
yes.
I had to be able to maintain it, and I was blessed enough to be able to, start up a business which does custom tailoring work for figures.
Okay, how did that begin? As in, was it you saw a need for from a friend? Oh wow, I can custom make or ano?
It was actually an accident waiting to happen.
Okay.
I wanted to join. My brother and I wanted to join a photo contest.
Yeah. Okay.
And the previous year, we joined that contest and we came up with a photo that was heavily edited.
Okay.
It was Voltus 5,
Okay.
battle damage in the city, and we thought that it was so good, it was so
Okay.
nice that we would win the contest.
Okay.
Fortunately, of course, if photographers are judging it, they would say, that's too Photoshop.
Okay.
So we didn't win.
Okay.
Following year, they changed the rules. Toy-Con actually had new rules saying you can't edit your photos anymore.
Oh.
So there was a new challenge.
Alright, so you
challenge.
do things
Yeah.
on the set.
Yeah, the new challenge was for me to make up a set.
Okay.
For my first two figures, which was Batman and Joker. So I made a diorama
Nice.
from that.
Okay.
That diorama won,
Okay.
and that diorama got bought by someone.
Oh
And
wow, galing.
And and the photo became viral.
Okay.
It got posted in various articles and blogs internationally. And people started looking for me and asking me to make a diorama for them. So that's basically how it started.
Diorama.
Yeah, the following year was a new challenge because instead of just doing a diorama, I wanted to do a custom figure as well because I didn't want my photo to be of one figure that could be done by someone else.
Alright, so now, what defines a custom figure? Because some of these are Hot Toys, like you said.
Yes.
So how does one procure, or how do you go about?
There are many ways of a lot of purists would say a custom figure has to be built from scratch.
Okay.
But in 1/6 scale, you usually start off with a base body.
Okay.
And these base bodies you could buy something like a body that has an Arnold Schwarzenegger type of build. There's a slim body. There's there are different kinds of
body types. Then talaga you can get them in.
Yes, and only recently were there they're actually a fat person.
Okay.
And now you could actually buy a really fat person.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I think it's made by Robots. But there are a lot of choices. So basically, bodies are not usually customized unless, of course, there's something special in the body, like there needs to be tattoos on it.
Yeah. Any markings on the skin.
Either painted on or decals or.
I see.
Alright. And then the next step is actually getting the head sculpt.
Okay.
Alright. So head sculpts There
That
are
in
a lot.
itself is a different,
Yeah, that's a totally different
Different
animal as well because there are some third-party head sculpts available in the market. Well, eBay is a good source. Green Hills is a good source. You could see some popular actors who are there. Now, maybe you'd have to modify some of them. Maybe you could get a Keanu Reeves head. And you need to make it John Wick. So you have to like make the hair longer. So, so there's some sculpting involved in that. So that requires a different set of artists. So you need a sculptor. Either a sculptor who could do something from scratch, or a sculptor who could work on a base head and modify to make it look like a character.
Preferably the same actor from the same
Yes, but I can show you later one character here. We made Nightcrawler out of Adrian Brody.
Ang kulit!
Yeah, that was done by a local artist named Mike.
Nice!
Yeah, you know Mike?
I know Mike.
Mike, I kind of collaborated with Mike.
Nice! Okay, sige.
So another thing I'm proud of is this one. I mean, I grew up believing a man can fly because of this guy, Christopher Reeve, right? But Hot Toys produced the Christopher Reeve figure before, but it wasn't really accurate. This is not the Hot Toys costume anymore. This costume is fully tailored by us. I don't know if you noticed, but this logo, it's cloth already. The one made by Hot Toys is, you know, that vinyl thing that they stamp and they do the heat press. It looks like rubbery. The actual Christopher Reeve costume is made of fabric. So this is fabric and it's all cut and embedded inside the fabric. This is how it was actually made. If you research how this costume was made. Hot Toys also use a rubber boot. We made this boot from genuine leather. This is genuine leather, and we really copied all the cuts, all the design cuts, and how it was fabricated. Even this leather comes from Italy.
Wow!
You can't buy
Italian leather on a toy.
It's really Italian leather. We couldn't work with leather that you could buy from they're usually very thick. They're cowhides.
Oh, I see.
So in this scale, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be too hard, not too flexible enough to be able to.
For normal shoes, yes, it works.
It's gonna be really tough. But for this one, no. So even the logo at the back of the cape, this is also made of fabric. So I've actually invested in a printer. We print our own fabrics.
What was the most difficult project that you did, or somebody that asked you to do?
Of course, well, the Arkham Knight is one of the most difficult, but another difficult one was actually this one. It looks simple. It really looks simple. This is a Linda Carter Wonder Woman. It really looks simple, but if you notice,
the embroidery and
this is not embroidery. We had to manually print and cut all of these pieces on her eagle design, on the eagle chest design, because this is how it looks in the TV show. A lot of people I've seen attempt a custom of Linda Carter. What they would do is they would do, you know, that vinyl heat press cut of something, and they'll just do the outline. But this is more textured and layered. You know, there are like 4 different layers on the wing pattern.
For a custom toy like this, how long does it take?
The actual tailoring, if it's a very difficult project like this one, if it's a new project, something we haven't done before, it would take us around a week to tailor it. But the preparation behind this is more than that. It takes a couple of months just to figure out what material you're going to use for this eagle. It took me about a month to figure out. I tested different types of fabrics. I even tested leather. And then I ended up having to print this and then cut the fabric.
Wow, crazy.
So it does take a lot of time and a lot of dedication actually and attention to detail. Because if you don't, you know,
and that's what the collectors are after anyway. And you yourself are a collector, so you know, you know what you want.
I think it helps that you're a collector. Yeah, because I do have staff, people who work for me, And sometimes since they're not collectors, they really don't understand why sometimes I'm a little bit strict on them.
Obsessive compulsive on the details.
Yeah. There are sometimes a lot of bad jobs too.
Okay.
But I always tell them that our number one priority is to make it as real, as good as we can.
The devil's in the details.
Yes. And if we need to really redo something, we would redo it until I'm satisfied. Okay. So I still have basically the final say if it's something that we could still improve on or not.
Okay, here's the challenge. I mean, you guys are making miniature clothing. What's the challenge shrinking it? Like from you're basically creating real clothes. These are real clothes.
Yeah.
Shrunk version. What are the challenges of converting a big, like person-sized clothing and shrinking it down?
First is actually if you're looking for corduroy, for example. Okay, you'd get corduroy. That's for you.
That's a normal.
That's a normal size.
Yeah.
Now you have to make a corduroy jacket for someone like Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Okay, and
that's a challenge there.
Okay, yeah.
Where do you find that material?
Oh.
If we can't find that material, we have to find a way to make that material.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, but we're only limited as to what we can make. So sometimes you have to be a little bit ingenious about stuff and a little resourceful. Sometimes you don't have to really look for corduroy. You could look for another fabric that would look like corduroy.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know what they're called, but it takes a lot of time. And if you go to Divisoria, you'll see a lot of them. Diba?
You really, hukayin mo talaga Divisoria and ask,
you have to go around. You really have to go around. And sometimes, if you really can't buy the fabric, your best bet is to go ukay-ukay.
And get a swatch of a shirt.
No, you get an actual shirt and use that fabric.
Come on, you get the shirt and then you cut the top and then you get the actual fabric.
Yeah, the problem lies in having to redo it again if you don't have that fabric anymore. But that's the beauty also of customizing it because the two customs are exactly the same.
Exactly.
And so there is a little bit of there's personal touch.
Galing on each character. Galing. Alright, sige.
The next challenge, let me continue on for the challenges, right? So this is fabric selection.
Okay.
Another one is fabric prints. As I told you,
So you invested in a printer.
Yeah, I invested in a printer and I've got some Photoshop skills as well.
Okay.
So that kind of helps because I could basically redo a pattern.
So
if it's a checkered pattern, if it's a special print design that we need to do and put that together. So we have to draw everything on a computer, print it out, and there are various techniques. There's sublimation printing, there's silk screen printing, there's vinyl heat press. So lots of techniques available.
It's like really making shirts, like most of the shirt designs are that way.
It's kind of like that, but doing it smaller scale. The problem with silk screen printing is that you can only pack in so much details.
When you carve it on the screen.
No, we don't do that. That used to be the old style, the blue film style. But now they actually do photographic. They put an emulsion on the silk screen, and then they shoot a negative.
Wow. Okay.
Or a positive. Depends on your design. It's a negative or a positive.
Okay.
And then that transfers onto the silk screen.
Galing. Okay, we ganun pala. I didn't know. Hashtag Tito.
No, it's an old technology, but I guess you kind of grew up doing that as a project before, right?
That's what we did in school.
Yeah, we did that. We used blue film and green film.
Tito hits na naman. Tito na naman. That tells of my age. Okay. But yun.
Working on it's a modified male body because the character is actually male.
Okay.
He's a she-male there.
Alright.
And we have to recreate the dress. So the fabrics have been pre-selected already for that. And we've actually started making patterns for how the dress would flow.
The base body came from a client already.
Yes. Some would come from the clients. If others, we will provide or supply as well.
Okay.
Alright, so patterns have been made, and once it's cut together, it will be sewn like a regular clothes would be sewn.
Nice. Awesome collection. It was nice to see how Bleau here makes custom toys, and it was really something out he loved collecting as a kid. So for most of us geeks, alam nyo saan nanggaling dahil we just didn't want to grow up.
Yep.
So yun, thanks so much to Bleau for having me around his awesome collection. So next vlog, guys, see you there.
Bye!
Okay, I forgot. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Di ba, Flash?